Namaskar, I'm Dr. Meghna. I'm a clinical psychologist and parenting coach with Parent Circle. Our culture today often unconsciously pushes girls and boys into separate boxes. Despite our efforts to the contrary, we continue to tell girls, in subtle and not so subtle ways, that being nice, beautiful, smart, and successful are expected, but expressing anger is not okay. On the other hand, we tell boys that being tough and strong and being a leader are important, and the only emotion that is okay for them to express is anger. To further complicate things, most of us aren't aware of, having taken in those messages. We may be passing them on to our children without meaning to. When we generalize qualities or attributes based on gender, it is called gender stereotyping. Gender stereotypes are unfair because they create bias in our minds about each gender. This bias could lead to discrimination and even violence. When we parent our children by giving them gender messages about their behavior, it is called gendered parenting. Now, there are two ways in which we do that, through either direct messages and through indirect messages. So, let's first discuss direct messages that we give to our sons and daughters during early childhood. When we parents consistently buy female stereotype toys such as dolls and tea sets for our daughters, or male stereotype toys such as trains and dinosaurs for our sons, we implicitly link our children's sex to gender roles. We may also respond differently to disruptive behavior in boys and girls. Research has shown that mothers respond less negatively to a son's risky and disruptive behavior and are less likely to encourage a son's pro-social or helping behavior. This is consistent with the stereotype that boys are risk takers and challenging, but girls are nice and helpful to others. Now let's discuss some indirect gender messages that we give to our kids. The biggest example of this is how our household is organized. We may model stereotypical male and female behavior in the way we divide our work, care, and housework. So when children see their mother doing the majority of the household chores and looking after young kids or elders in the family, they assume that this is what women are supposed to do. And because they see their fathers being the family's breadwinner and not contributing to the household work, for example, they assume that this is what men are supposed to do. Because children generally identify more with the parent of their own sex, they are motivated to imitate that parent's interests and activities. So, what is the impact of these gender stereotypes on children's development? The problem with gender stereotypes is that children pick on these and start to use these ideas and expectations and applying them. For example, have you ever observed a girl play? A girl who has imitated her mother doing household work is more likely to assume that housework is for girls when she's playing with her doll set. And there are other ways in which gender stereotypes can be limiting and harmful. They can result in boys and girls being treated differently or offered different opportunities based on their gender. Stereotypes can affect children's academic performance, which subjects they choose in school or college, or even their overall well-being. Girls may learn to be compliant, not take risks, and refrain from sharing ideas in group discussions. This may hold them back as they count themselves back from pursuing prestigious roles in professions they believe that they won't excel in. And on the other hand, boys can learn to suppress their emotions. They can learn that aggression is a good means of showing their power. They can learn that being tough is the most important trait to be strong. And boys can also learn that they are academically inferior to girls. And research shows that actually this stereotype really impacts boys' actual performance in academics, making it a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what can we do about this? We can't always control the messages our children get from the media and from the society at large. But being the primary source of our child's learning in early childhood, there are many things we can do as a parent. I'll now discuss 6 tips for busting gender stereotypes while parenting and raising our children. First, let children choose their own toys. To a young child, a doll is the same as a toy car, something to play with. It is when parents or friends gift boys a science kit and girls a kitchen set that gender-based conditioning comes into play. Let your child play with toys of their own choice. Also, you could buy more gender neutral toys, that is, toys not meant for a specific gender, like building blocks, musical toys, or art supplies, board games, etc., for your child. Let your kids choose whatever characters they want to in their pretend play games, even if they don't match their gender. And encourage playdates with kids of opposite gender. Second, encourage healthier emotional behavior. Instead of telling your daughter not to get angry or mad, you can acknowledge her anger and help her find appropriate ways to express it. When your son is upset about something, you can empathize with him and help him find the words to talk about what he's feeling. And it's never a good idea to require your child to differentiate what they show to the world externally and what they feel inside. Third, check what messages your child is receiving from media. Suppose your child is watching a video. In that video, did the boy get put down for crying? Discuss with your child how the boy might have felt when that happened. Share with him that the world isn't always comfortable with boys having feelings, but that it is really important to find healthy ways of expressing one's feelings, including crying. Point out instances from other movies or even men in your child's life that do express their feelings. Fourth, check gender roles at home. Reject the idea of gender specific chores. Assign tasks equally between children, like having your son help out in the kitchen and your girl fix a light bulb. If your family consists of two mixed gender parents, that is, a mother and a father, make it clear to your child that what each of you does as a parent, whether it's cooking or childcare, is determined by your individual skills, interests, and what work best for your family, and not your gender. Fifth, watch what you say. Avoid saying statements such as, don't walk like a girl, or why you dress like a tomboy today, etc. Using gender neutral language is another good way of busting gender stereotypes. For example, referring to firemen as firefighters or ballerinas as ballet dancers, so that children realize that professions are not really gender specific. And finally, build a connected relationship with your child. Spend time nurturing your relationship with your child. This strengthens your child's core sense of who they are and therefore empowers them to resist the pull of peer culture and resist the pressures of a society that is trying to fit them into a stereotype. By paying attention to our ingrained gender stereotypes and making small steps to change our families and our kids, we can move the needle just a little away from gender stereotypes and towards authentic kids, teens, and adults. For more tips and strategies, check out parentscircle.com. Thank you.